this game came down to multiple plays that we can learn from, that we can be better from. Besides the obvious of how much does this hurt, yeah. There's plenty to learn from. And I'll tell you like this, there's no moral victories. But when you see a guy like that, you're proud of them because they care. They don't really care about how they do, but they care about their team and the way the guys fought tonight. Again, there's plenty of plays within this game that we can learn from, that we can move forward, that we can be better from, being that our goals are all still right out in front of us. And that's the bottom line. We played aggressive in this game. This game, we went out there to accomplish the mission. We played aggressive. It didn't work out in our favor tonight. I'm proud of the guys. I love these guys. And I'm excited to move forward when that sun comes up tomorrow. I'm excited to grow and keep marching forward. Questions?
After BYU took the lead there in the fourth quarter, you guys only needed 4 plays to regain the lead. What did you see out of Taylor on that drive specifically?
Say that again. Which time?
After BYU took the lead late in the fourth quarter, you guys only needed 4 plays to score and retake the lead. What did you see out of Taylor on that drive? He had 2 nice completions, a nice run.
Well, he was moving around. I mean, he was extending. There were some nice throws from within, and then being able to extend. I think, again, it's why we played more aggressive towards the end of the first half to create some rhythm, because we just didn't have very many offensive plays. It's hard to get going in rhythm when you don't have those things. We came up with some big stops in the red zone on defense, but they had the ball a lot of the time. We were, I'm proud of the way some of the guys stepped up on defense when, a few of those guys went down, a few of our key guys went down the first play of the game. And there were some guys who jumped in there and did a nice job. It really came up in the red zone. Again, the time of possession there really slowed down. That's my point. The time of possession right there really slowed down. We weren't able to convert on third down, so we were off the field.
You made excuses about personality. You brought up that first play, and to lose Zeke there for a while, to lose Dimitri. I mean, I'm going to guess Gabe played more snaps tonight than he did all season combined. How difficult is it to lose those guys?
It is, but I mean, we love those guys, and Zeke obviously was back in trying to make it work, whatnot. The other guys stepping up, and those are the things that we did. We didn't win tonight, bottom line. But there's guys that did things better in this game than they did in the game before. And some guys made some plays at wide receiver. Gabe stepped up, and from my initial evaluation of being out there in the game, not dissecting the film, Gabe did a good job. And that's big time for him to be able to step up. Titanic, jumping in there and holding his own and allowing us to keep battling. And so I'm proud of those guys for that. Again, we didn't accomplish the mission, but there's so much that we can learn from this, the experience of it, to help us accomplish our goal.
I know the game was got over, but you guys got so many stops on defense. It's been really hard to move the ball against you guys. What was BYU so effective at doing tonight that you guys?
Well, the vertical down the field pass game. Early on, we were doing a good job handling those things. What comes with that is dropping out into coverage and handling all that. We handled the quarterback run game. We tackle well, quarterback draws, and then because, again, for the most part, handling those vertical shots or the deeper routes, and went to the screen game off of that. Ultimately, that comes down to us. That starts with me and making sure that we're putting those guys in a better position. But we tip our hat to them too. They mix it up. They complemented some of the things they were doing.
That defensive stop at the end of the first half, just 4 timeouts. What do you guys have to do to kind of keep your defense in there and say, hey, just keep at it and finally get that stop?
Yeah, the cool part about it is they're the ones that, with that banter, they know what it is. It doesn't matter the circumstances. It never matters the circumstances, whether we're training, we're practicing, we are on the 1 yard line with 1 second left in the half, and they're going for it. The circumstances never matter. Again, we didn't accomplish the goal, but there's another thing right there that, proud proud of our guys for their resiliency, and then again the offense coming out in the second half and what they were able to do. We didn't play 4 quarters our best football, with both sides of the ball clicking. And it's for us as coaches, that's what we that's what we go evaluate and look and see. Again, we did some good things, but there's obviously things we need to grow.
You said it doesn't come down to one play, but the one that'll stick in the mind is the BYU touchdown at the end. What did you see from your perspective of how Caleb played that and just the play itself?
I saw Caleb. He was in position. The guy made a one-handed catch, bobbled it, and then secured it before he went out of bounds. So I saw the same thing. It doesn't come down to one play. There was a lot of plays in that game. If we don't give up an explosive play on that drive in terms of the screen, we're not down there in that situation. So there's isolations on the outside, and I'm proud of the way the corners battled out there all game. And again, they're going against some longer, taller wide receivers and against some isolation routes and things like that. It's a learning experience. They'll be better for it moving forward. I love those guys, and I can't wait to see how they're going to respond.
Eric McAllister's had to catch 3 games in a row now. His first career touchdown today. Seems like he's emerging in this wide receiver group. How high is his ceiling?
Really high. We just missed him early on in the game there too, down the other sideline. So we're excited about where he's growing. You just got to keep on with it, just being consistent, coming every day. And it's not just about running those routes. It's about the process and making sure that we're continuing to grow and we're learning more. There's a lot that goes into the offense in terms of alignments, motions, all those different things besides just the route running. He's growing at that stuff and being able to handle the full plan. We're excited about where he can go and what his ceiling is, and we just want to keep seeing him do well.
I know we asked you about Tim a little bit there, but these circumstances are far from breaking a redshirt freshman as your starting quarterback 5 weeks ago. What did you see out of him tonight? And he was definitely trying to answer back there, and a lot of instances did in the quarter.
Yeah, and that's where, again, being able to see him respond and get going and get stronger in the second half. And even there on that last drive, it's tough. To no one's fault, but when we get a penalty that puts us 100 chains that far in a 2-minute situation, it's really tough. But even then, getting ourselves back in a position, a more favorable position to convert and move the chains. It's an experience for him. Again, we say it every time. Every time he steps out on the field, every time he he has a new drive, it's a new experience. We want to keep growing. He's going to grow from this. He's going to grow. And it's just not about what happened tonight, but then being able to put in place how did we work throughout the week, what allowed us to do things successfully in the game in whatever phase, whether it be the pass game, the run game, and then how do we do it better next week.
We saw Ben Dooley for the first time tonight, new number, new position. Is that going to be a permanent thing of him moving to tight end, or was that just for this game?
Well, he wants to catch the ball a little, so that might keep him there and throw him the rock. But I know, much like everybody else, I'm just excited to see him back out there. He battled a very, I'm not going to go into specific details, but a very unfortunate infection early on in camp, and we're just happy that he's back healthy. He's out there playing ball for the last couple of weeks, getting himself back in shape. This was the first week where he could get in the game and play a few snaps, and so we'll just continue to get him in shape as we move forward. It's awesome to see him back out there.
Their spring games have been pretty effective at times this year. Why are they so good at that?
Well, they take as many shots down the field as anybody in the nation. So what comes with that is that the coverage is down the field, and we've got to do. Again, it's on us. We got to do a better job with how we fit those screens. There's certain things that we can do to help our guys and make a greater emphasis on handling those things. And again, it's not on the guys, it's on us. We'll make sure that we get it cleaned up and we'll be better at those things. And then, you know what, it's fitting those screens too. It's just the leverage of it and tackling. We did tackle extremely well out on the perimeter today. And, you know, as you get into the grind of the season, you're trying to work new drills to make sure you're hitting all the different things you need to, because it is tackle football. We just got to make sure that we're doing a good job rotating the certain drills through and making sure the guys are getting all the work that they need to, getting all the different situations that we fit guys up on the field.
This was really the first game you guys have played that kind of came down to the absolute wire like this. How beneficial do you think it could be playing in a game like this as you guys move on in the season?
Well, it's the second one, but yeah, every opportunity helps us, and that's the main. We are still in position to accomplish our goal. There are no moral victories. We set out tonight to protect the group. We didn't get it done, but we can learn a ton from it to be able to grow forward 1 week at a time to accomplish our goal. And I'm proud of the guys. I'm proud of the guys the way they fought. And I can't wait to get back on the sideline.
It might be a throwaway question, but I'm just gonna ask you. You bring up the final play. Did you get any explanation from the refs on that touchdown, the final touchdown by BYU?
They just said they secured the catch while he was in bounds. So, yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes, you know. And it's again, you tip your hat. You tip your hat. The guy made a really good catch. Big was right in position, and they executed it. So, again, I'll take Biggs any day of the week too. I want to say that right now. Ain't nothing. I'll take Biggs. We'll go right back out there and do it again. I'll take Biggs. I love that guy. His teammates love him. Love the way he plays. And again, I can't wait to see him play in the upcoming weeks. All right. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate Bronco Nation tonight. Helping feel the resiliency of our team by the atmosphere, and we're really grateful for the fans and the way they show up and what they bring to the stadium. So we appreciate you guys. Have a great night.